Shepherd's pie, easy casserole style recipe. What a great way to feed a crowd. Rustic, humble, elegant, and quite frankly, out of this world delicious. I have a large pot over medium heat. I'm melting a couple tablespoons of butter, and all I'm going to do is add my onions, sprinkle that with some salt to draw out the moisture and help them caramelize a little bit, and let this pot do all of the heavy lifting for me. These are nice and golden, and you can see they're starting to brown around the edges. At that point, I push them to the side, add my mushrooms. I have it on high heat so that I can evaporate moisture as it comes out of the mushrooms. But more importantly, I'm just gonna cook them until they're just tender. I'm not looking to necessarily caramelize those mushrooms. Thyme, carrots, paprika, just a tablespoon. Once that is cooked, take that out of your pot, and all I'm going to do is add a couple more tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna add a few tablespoons of flour. When you cook a roux like this, you're gonna be able to use it as a thickener, and it's not going to clump up because it's cooking. In goes our vegetable mixture, kind of stops that roux from burning and cooking. And I push this to the sides, and I'm gonna put a couple pounds of ground lamb in there. Now that's gonna start to cook and give off its fat, break apart in there. And I've got this on a medium-high setting. Now all of that cold lamb has dropped the temperature. All of the juices and the fat from that lamb are gonna cook in there and get thickened in that roux. Takes a couple minutes for the thermal momentum of the pan to get back up, but once that happens, we're gonna add 2 cups of really rich chicken stock. So you can see as we're starting to simmer, that sauce is starting to thicken, and we want to add about a half cup of stout. A little goes a long way, and we let that come to a simmer. So now we have this nice tight gravy around this beautiful lamb ragu. Now, you have to taste it at this point for seasoning. You're not gonna get another chance to do so because it's gonna be under this beautiful layer of mashed potatoes. In go your peas. All right, into a roasting pan like this, up to about 1 inch of the top. One of the things that I love to do, melt some butter and rice your potatoes directly into your butter and hot cream. Look at how smooth and elegant those potatoes are. One of the things that I have found that's really easy, scoop your mashed potatoes. And now, with a long slicing knife, very carefully. And I like putting those little rivets in there because they'll get a little browned and crispy as well. And this beautiful pie goes into a 350-degree oven. This is one of those dishes that, quite frankly, is just never gonna look as good as it does right now. You have a very, very, very humble, traditional, rustic dish. That, my friends, is a great shepherd's pie.